It's Dr. George Cromack here from RenewYourself.net on a very chilly morning here in Patagonia, Arizona, E3Live. I'm a medical assistant for Dr. Gabriel Cousins, and we're doing this YouTube every morning, and we're just adding a little bit of a twist onto the live foods, incorporating some sports medicine training, orthopedic, acupuncture, orthopedics. So there's a question that came in from a reader about a scenario that we're seeing playing over and over again. Right now I'm doing the strength training coaching for Dr. Cousins, so I'm actually been taking him through his strength training program for the last 4 months, and then tweaking a little bit of his supplementation, and we both had some interesting observations. A key area or point that keeps coming up a lot, I'm sure you've seen it too, there's, as far as the men, and in a little bit different twist with the women, there's a lot of people that are just doing the application of live foods with really no strength training or a balanced exercise regime, and then not getting the supplementation and the diet quite tweaked to their body type in terms of digestion and fulfilling different needs that you have on the live food diet today in modern civilization with all the pollution and stress. So what happens is you get a lot of people that have this tendency towards a vata or thin, wiry body type that loses weight or is very thin to start with, doesn't gain weight back easily, and especially with the men, they can go ahead and they can over a couple of years lose a lot of lean muscle mass and just be shrinking away. And there's a couple of different reasons for this, but questions are coming in from the readers in terms of this type of problem with not able to gain weight, losing muscle mass, and there's a lot of things you need to look at, and some of the questions are coming in regards to the protein shake, supplementation, E3Live, other options. So first of all, a patient that came from Portugal last week, what was going on with this guy, fairly good muscle tone, about 48, but what was going on was he was doing about an hour plus of intense cardio a day, and then lifting weights 6 times a week, and then on a relatively low glycemic diet, using a lot of seeds and nuts mainly for the protein source and calories, and wasn't digesting the seeds and nuts well, and what was happening with this guy is he just was losing weight and shrinking. So the thing is, if you have this type of body type, one, you don't want to be overdoing the cardio aerobic portion of it. Really don't want to be doing an hour to an hour and a half of aerobics. Just burn way too many calories, and it's not appropriate for your body type, which probably has a lot of vata in it. You basically want to do your cardio to just about breaking a sweat, and that's it. And maybe 4 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week would be enough of that. And then the strength training, we really need to get away from overtraining. This is the common scenario with a lot of people, especially with this body type. You really only want to train each body part probably once a week, and you don't want to do too many different exercises. And you probably want to break that down into 2 routines that are less than 35 or 40 minutes, because blood testosterone levels drop after 45 minutes of intense exercise, and you're not making headway at that point. So what I suggest is getting it down into 2 routines. You can see this on some of my other YouTube videos, and that's going to be chest, shoulders and triceps, and back, legs and biceps, and then we're going to train usually only between 1 and 2 sets, but there's going to be a different twist to that. And we'll talk about that more. Has to do with recruiting not only slow twitch and fast twitch, but fast twitch glycosidic. So we'll be getting into this more. The basic gist of it being it's going to be higher intensity, lower volume, longer rest periods. And then you're going to get some really amazing results. And then the other things we'll talk about on tomorrow's video is just answering the question on options, other protein sources, and how they relate to, you know, statements I've made where I feel the major portion of your nutrient base should be from E3Live, blue-green algae, and, you know, I'm pretty outspoken about that. Anyway, that's Dr. George Cromack for today. Aloha.